beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith, career development, personal development, lifestyle, the works, anything and everything that is relevant for us to navigate our young adult lives. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that red button, better turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. A comment down below what you enjoyed about today's video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. So we're back again with another vlog. Today is going to be a very short one, but it is 24 hours in my life. Literally 24 hours in my life. I just got to Glenburn Lodge and Spa in Muldersdrift, and I am here for a solocation. Spending time with God, spending time with myself, pulling myself towards myself. I was supposed to come on this trip a couple of months ago, but life happened, so I'm here now. And yeah, I have a very exciting bucket list activity that I'm doing tomorrow morning, and that's why I booked an overnight stay so that it is basically close to the pickup point for the bucket list item, and I'll tell you all about it later. So I will give you guys a room tour. I just wanted to open up this vlog before the room tour, because last time you guys were like, it's been 10 minutes since the vlog started and only then you guys show me no mercy even when I ask for mercy. So let me quickly show you guys what the room is. It's nothing out of this world. I think more than anything I'm more excited about tomorrow morning, but I think tonight it's more about Rory, love on yourself, and I'll get into that. I'll get into it. Let me show you the room. So I'm not going to talk you guys through the whole room tour, but when you come in, there's a place to keep your bag. There is also a bathroom which has a shower as well as everything else that a bathroom's supposed to have. There's a little vanity. There is somewhat of a study table situation and a spacious bedroom. I think the only thing that I didn't enjoy was that the TV wasn't a smart TV, so I had to watch everything on my laptop. But besides that, I have nothing to complain about the room. It served its purpose and I thoroughly enjoyed staying here. Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for in you I take refuge. I have said to the Lord, you are my Lord. My welfare has no existence outside of you. For the holy ones who are in the land, they are the majestic ones. In them is all my delight. Those who chase after other gods, their sorrows will be multiplied. Their drink offerings of blood I will not offer, nor lift their names on my lips. The Lord is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup. You support my lot. The lions have fallen for me in pleasant places. Yes, an inheritance is beautiful for me. I will bless the Lord who has given me counsel. My affections also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be moved.
Therefore my heart is glad and my glory rejoices. My flesh also will rest in security. For you will not leave my soul in Sheol, nor will you suffer your godly one to see corruption. You will make known to me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Now, a big part of this solocation, even though it was so short, was to hear from the Lord and spend time in His presence. And as much as I do this on a daily basis, I feel we get very complacent with the everyday routine things that we do, that sometimes we don't actually just sit in His presence. Intentionally so in as much as, yes, there are a lot of firsts in this solocation, this was also for me to hear from the Lord and also to pour my heart out to the Lord. It's very easy to get caught up in the busyness of life that we forget to actually be still and hear what God has to say. God is beautiful. And His love is beautiful, and when you lean into His warm embrace, you will find a peace that surpasses all understanding. You will find healing that surpasses any human thoughts. You will find rest that only God can give. And in this season, that is exactly what is filling my cup: rest, comfort, God's embrace. And I just thought I should share that a bit for whoever is listening that might need some sort of a encouragement to hit a reset button with their relationship with God, that in Him is where you find everything that you feel like you are lacking, whether it is peace, joy, sanity, mental health, healing of any kind, physical or mental or emotional. That's where you find it. So take the time to spend with Him, to be still in His presence. You don't have to drive to another place. You don't have to check in anywhere. But even in your quiet and secret place, spend time with Him. Hear what He has to say. Hear what He has to say above all the noise, because it can be a lot, But anyway, this was the end of day one, and I had dinner by myself, and I had about at least five people asking me why I'm by myself. But nonetheless, this was day one. I was at Glenburn Lodge and Spa in Muldersdrift, not far from Joburg, so I absolutely loved it because the petrol costs weren't as high as it would have been if I went anywhere further. So yeah, this was that. And the next day I ticked off a bucket list item, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. On Saturday morning, I ticked off one of my bucket list items that I had set to experience this year. I use the services of AirVentures. I have left their details in the description box. I used their services to experience my first ever hot air balloon ride. Absolutely loved it. And I got so emotional halfway through the trip, not only because of how beautiful God's creations are and how beautiful the scenery was, but also because I'm at a position where I can put money aside every month to experience the things that I've always wanted to experience, you know? I think sometimes we get so caught up with the fast Instagram life that we see all the flashy things, but it all costs money, you know? And sometimes you can't just fork out all that money. But if you're able to budget for it every single month for a couple of months and you set those targets for the things that you want to experience, it actually is possible to, do the nice things that you want to do. Obviously, this is if you prioritize adventures like I do or traveling like I do. So this was one of those for me, and I'm grateful that I can actually budget fun stuff. I can budget leisure stuff, and some months are a bit tight, but other months I'm able to put money aside for things like this, and I'm able to experience and bask in God's beauty, bask in this world that He has given us to live in, that He has given us dominion over. How crazy. Anyway, I'll allow you guys to watch the rest of these scenes, and I'll check in with you at the end of the video.
Hey beautiful people, I thought I should just quickly close out this vlog because I need to edit this today, like now. So this was 24 hours in my life. For 24 hours it's probably gonna be a long vlog, and that's because of the amount of content I took. But yeah, I think I just want to reflect a little bit on my solocation, even though it was only a day or 2 days. I am immensely proud of the growth that I've made. I think if you've been watching this channel for a long time, you would know that I don't do well with social settings. Like, the most I can do is like public speaking or solo dates, but like going away, traveling, even going to the store by myself is usually a lot. It takes a lot out of me. And the season that I'm in right now, I think I'm just learning to embrace the fact that you're going to be in the house by yourself all the time if you don't actually just go outside. So just go outside. You've got a bucket list. You've got a list of places you want to travel to, a list of things that you want to do. So go. Sometimes your friends will be there, sometimes they won't. Sometimes your parents will be there, sometimes your siblings will be there, sometimes they won't. If you're in a relationship, sometimes your partner will be there, sometimes they won't. Sometimes maybe the things that you want to do aren't necessarily what they want to do. I don't know what that dynamic looks like. But at the end of the day, if you're going to sit and wait for people, you're not going to get far and you're not going to get a lot done, or you're not going to experience a lot. And I am just grateful that I have managed to bite the bullet more times in the last 6 weeks than I have in the last 26 years. I keep forgetting how old I am. The other day somebody asked me how old I was and I had to think for like a couple of seconds before answering. Funny. Yeah, so I think my adulting hack for today, coming from one of the most reserved, one of the most like closed off people, get outside the house. Like, get outside, budget, and then go outside, but like, get outside the house. I don't think there's any growth sitting in front of the TV, Netflix, and chilling every weekend. I don't think there's any growth in waiting for someone to actually go somewhere, you know? I think the biggest question that I kept getting asked by the people that like either work there or other people that I bumped into who saw me sitting by myself, walking by myself, etc., was, oh my goodness, are you by yourself? Why are you by yourself? I wouldn't come here by myself. You're so brave. I wouldn't do that. And I'm just like, yeah, and that's because people don't, like, people wait for people. People wait for people. Which is great sometimes, depending on where you're going. Hey, but you can't wait forever, hey? You can't wait forever. So anyway, I wanted to close off the vlog by just being grateful for that growth, but also for the courage. I think stepping out of the house and just asking God to give me the courage to actually go out and do the things that I want to do, experience the things that I want to experience, and just the safety as well, because obviously we do live in South Africa. You're not trying to get stolen. You're not trying to get kidnapped, finding yourself in Russia. You're not trying to, you still want to come home safe, you know? And I think that's like the biggest fear that I've seen even in my parents, you know, in as much as they're happy for me living my best life, they're also just like, oh my goodness, you know, just be safe. We want to know where you are, etc., you know? And that's because we live in South Africa. And I think that's also a component of why for the longest time I stayed inside, you know. But I think in as much as like I'm saying go outside, also be safe, you know, do your research. Don't go to dodgy places by yourself. Obviously, you never know when your day is. God forbid that day ever comes. And we plead the blood of Jesus over you right now in the mighty name of Jesus. We don't like, we're not speaking any of that into being, but yeah, just be safe and be cautious. Don't go and do stupid things, you know. But yeah, anyway, I thought I should close out the vlog. I ended off my solocation with a bit of maintenance. I got my nails done. Yeah, they look natural because I always do like simple things. And I got my lashes done. And I cleaned the house actually after I got back from the car wash, cleaned the house, chilled a little bit, and then I left to go and get some maintenance done because I had a bit of time in between like me chilling and the time that I had set my appointment for. So yeah, this was essentially me filling my cup. I think I haven't been watering my own garden for the longest time, and I've taken the executive decision over my own life to start watering my own garden, start filling my cup again, start looking at the cup as half full instead of half empty, and I think once the mindset starts changing, then you can start seeing those differences in your everyday life as well, and how you show up for yourself. So yeah, with that, we've reached the end of today's vlog. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this with anybody and everybody in your circle. With so much love and so much light from me to you. Have an incredible rest of the day. Stay safe. God bless. Thank you so much for watching. We are on the road to 6K. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for those who are here. Thank you so much for those who share my content. Yeah, man, may God richly bless you guys. Okay, bye guys.